with meteorologist Holden LeCroy.
Good Saturday morning. Not a bad look across downtown Eugene right now. We do have some cloud cover moving in from the south, believe it or not. An area of low pressure that usually kind of moves into the northwest is moving into California, and as a result we're actually getting cloud cover coming in from the east side of the Cascades, and that's going to be the trend throughout the course of the day. 48 degrees this morning, but you can tell just how warm this air mass is. We're going to be back up into the 60s later on today, and it's all dependent on how much thunderstorms develop out toward the east side, because we're going to get the remnants of that later this afternoon and overnight tonight. And there is even the possibility of a few isolated thunderstorms out toward the foothills, but the best chance is going to be up into the Cascades and as you head out towards central Oregon, and we'll take a closer look at that coming up. So again, best rain chance really for the entire region is today. We are entering this drying and warming phase for the second half of the week, and there is a very good chance some of us could be near 80 degrees by the second half of next week. Here's the moisture kind of drifting out of California right now. We basically have some inhibiting showers down across the Klamath Basin right now, so that's why we're not expecting any thunderstorms anytime soon, because that kind of acts as a cap on the atmosphere. But nevertheless, we still are going to be seeing showers toward the south and the east throughout the course of the morning. By the afternoon, that'll start to drift a little bit further north into our region. You can see the low pressure system, a very impressive one, moving into the central California coast. And again, you can see that counterclockwise flow. So normally we get the flow coming in right off the Pacific. This time we're actually getting remnant moisture that's over the Sierra Nevada and coming out of the desert. So this is more of a summer-like pattern. This is usually when we start seeing monsoonal moisture. So this is kind of a little precursor to what we're going to see later this summer. This is upper level spin. The higher the spin, the more rotation you get in the atmosphere and the better chance of lifting. Lifting creates moisture, and this is going to be the fuel for those thunderstorms later on today. And you can see that aimed right over the Klamath Basin, the Cascades, and across central Oregon. But notice late this evening we get a little bit of that fuel here across the western portions of the Cascades. So even areas up towards Blue River, Oakridge, we could actually see some isolated thunderstorms later on today, but that best chance again is going to be central Oregon, southeast Oregon later on today. If you want to get that yard work done, I would do so this morning. By the second half of the day, we're going to start to see those showers push through the region. And for the rest of the week, it looks a-okay. I will say on Sunday that grass may be a little bit wet, so you might want to wait toward later in the afternoon. Check out these temperatures though. Up into the foothills, we're going to be very close to 70 degrees, 60s across areas of western Oregon, and we are going to be tracking those showers and storms. So again, isolated showers mainly toward this afternoon, kind of feeding into Eugene, but watch as these thunderstorms develop out towards central Oregon and along the Cascades, especially down toward Crater Lake. We're going to be watching this closely throughout the course of the afternoon. So the best chance of showers for the Oregon coast is going to be the south coast toward Coos Bay. We dry things out for the rest of the week. We're going to be near 70 degrees by Friday for the Roseburg area. Again, showers, a few rumbles of thunder at times, believe it or not. Check this out, 60s, we're up to 80 degrees next week across the Roseburg, and that also includes southern Oregon as well. 53 degrees for the Cascades. Again, we are tracking thunderstorms up into the Cascades today for the rest of the week, clearing things out up to near 60 by next weekend. And for the Willamette Valley, it looks like a spring-like pattern, 60s. Here tomorrow and Sunday, and again by next weekend near 75 degrees.
See, those are numbers that I like to see. That's not, is that your first 80 typing in?
That's my first 80 so far this year.
Now look,
we have champagne.
I know, even if we don't hit it, it's a celebration that we're even putting it on the screen. That's beautiful stuff. We're right around the corner. Thanks a lot. Now, this is hiking weather. I mean, this is definitively
easily. I mean, we still have a little bit of snow out there, so if you go up to the Cascades, be mindful of that, but it's exactly where we were at in central Oregon, where they're actually expecting thunderstorms today. So take a look.
Welcome back. The site is probably